Today we're going to review the Alien Gear ShapeShift modular holster system. I know many of you, especially new to concealed carry, are always looking for ways to configure or carry your everyday carry. Let's get started. One of the things we talk about a lot on this channel is having the proper gear, especially the proper holster. Before we get started, I want to thank Alien Gear for sending us the ShapeShift modular holster system. We reached out and said we want to do a video. I know a lot of our subscribers are always looking for concealed carry options as far as equipment. So we reached out. They were kind enough to send us this ShapeShift modular system for review. A big thank you to Alien Gear. They sent it to me for my Sig Sauer P365X gun, and I'm going to just hold this up before we get started. It's my blue gun. Just for those of you that don't know, this is not a real firearm. It is a what we call blue gun. This happens to be blue. Some of them are different colors. This happens to be blue. It is the same size and shape of my Sig Sauer P365X. Fits in a holster designed for that. It's great for training, especially force on force, where you're going to practice things like weapon retention. So this is what we're going to be using today to show you the different configurations of this holster. The core carry pack is a multi-product carry system that you can figure out what carry configuration works best for you. So you can see right on the box that it comes in, there's 4 different carry positions right out of the box. And we're going to just go through them real quickly. There's an outside the waistband paddle. It goes together very easily, and obviously this would be for open carry. So if you are on your own property or business, for example, and you can open carry, or you're in a state or jurisdiction where that's an option for you. So this is very easy to configure. There's a button here. I'm not going to go through every assembly and disassembly. Alien Gear does have a lot of great videos on their YouTube channel, and they take you through how to do this. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But this is one configuration, very easy. They also have an appendix carry. That's what I typically carry, appendix, or I'll maybe when I'm leaving my house, I'll go appendix while I'm gathering my things, and then when I get in my car, I might slide it over to the 3 o'clock position. That's a little bit more comfortable for me while I'm driving and maybe when I'm moving around. So to me, it's appendix or that 3 or 4 o'clock position. You have an inside the waistband holster, which has 2 clips you can see here. You have an outside the waistband paddle. You have an outside the waistband slide for your belt, so you can put your belt through this holster as well. So there are different configurations available depending on how you want to carry. I've recommended this in previous videos where if you're new to concealed carry and you're trying to figure out the best carry option for you, just buy a couple of different holsters and try them out. But in this case, with this Alien Gear ShapeShift system, you can get one system that has at least 4 different carry options. So my recommendation is you get a system like this. Now you have 4 different carry options available to you. You can try them out. See what works well with your body type, the clothing you typically wear, and your firearm. You have to try them out, but this is the perfect opportunity for you to try out different things. They're made from an injected molded polymer, so they're very rigid, durable, and again, this is specific for my P365X Sig Sauer. I have a neoprene backing which bends and conforms nicely to your body. This is the part that's against your body, and it allows breathability from this material here. You can pair any expansion pack with this modular system. So if you want to get a shoulder rig or an ankle holster, or they have a sport tuck belly band. So any of those expansion packs will work with this modular system. Another good feature. They're very comfortable. They're very concealable. They have a stainless steel core for structural support. Again, the neoprene backing bends to your body, conforms nicely. It's very breathable. Outside the waistband, a paddle holster. This is adjustable and fully rotational 360 degrees. So you can put it in any configuration. You can see I'm pressing this release button. It can go at any degree that you need it or want it to be, any kind of tilt or cant. This would be something that you would use for an open carry. They say on their website that the polymer blend used to make these holsters is more resistant to warping than KYDEX. Also 100% made in America. We talked about the pros. There are many. somebody always wants to know what are the cons that I've found. So I've been carrying mostly appendix for a few weeks now, because that's how I typically carry, or again, the 3-4 o'clock position with that appendix carry holster configuration. If there's any con here, and I can only really find one, and to me it's not really a con, maybe initially, is that when you open this box and you see that there are 4 different configurations, your initial reaction, as was mine, how do I take the holster apart and put it in these different configurations? Because at first it might be a little overwhelming, like how easy or tough is this? I have to tell you that it's very easy. I watched one of their videos, watched it a couple of times. After you go through changing the configurations a couple of times, it's very easy to do. Very easy to do and very easy to figure out. So when you first open the box, you might be like, what are all these pieces for? But again, after you go through a couple of different configurations, it's obvious how these pieces fit together and what you're supposed to do. The cost of the ShapeShift modular system at the time of this recording is just under $100. It's like $99.99. When you go to Alien Gear's website, you can put your make and model in of your particular firearm, and whether or not you have optics or a light, and it will give you all the options available to you for purchasing, whether it's one holster, whether it's a modular system, whatever it might be, whether it's an accessory. You'll be able to easily find it by putting your make and model in their searchable database. The other thing I wanted to mention before we end this review, even if you're one who typically carries in the same way like I am, I typically carry appendix or 3-4 o'clock position. If you always carry that way, fine, but I'm telling you that based on my experience, there's going to be a day or a time when, based on what you're wearing, you're going to need a different configuration to carry. And if you don't have it available to you, you're probably just going to not carry that day. So this is a great option. If you're new to concealed carry and you're trying to figure out what works best for you, it's also a great option just to have options, different configuration options. So for example, I'm not a big fan of carrying on my ankle. I've done it before, but it's very difficult to get your gun, draw your gun from your ankle, especially in a self-defense situation. It's a very awkward thing to do. But if that's my only option and my choices are carry on my ankle or don't carry at all, I'll carry on my ankle. So my point is, you should have different configurations available to you, even if you don't use them on a regular basis. You can click on the link in the video and also in the description for more information on Alien Gear holsters. And if you like this video, please hit that like button and share it, folks, with anyone you think will benefit. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you do, hit that notification bell so you know when we release new content. As always, thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.